Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we all doing? Thanks for joining so early, Teddy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Right, let's jump in. Oh, what is going on with my camera at the moment? I am really sick of my third-party camera. Guys, sorry about this. I need to check it every stream now, it seems. Keeps resetting for no reason. There we go. Should be working now. Right, I also want to pop that on the screen and make it smaller. That's just to remind us about the short-term goals. It's my understanding, Teddy, you may be able to clarify this, that females in the game cannot be hexed. So I was thinking if we have any of the Battle Sisters with favoured enemy hexen, we should take that. Because they can't be hexed. Or at least they can't be charmed. And a hex that can't charm you is basically just an irritation that you've got to kill it when it doesn't have you cursed. So that seems pretty straightforward to me. So I may try that out. I may just be stumped. It may just be the fact that maybe you can't be favoured enemy. Let's check. I don't know if we would have that on any of these characters anyway. But yeah, it just dawned on me that that would be pretty overpowered on our side. And we can use them to farm items. Well, that's a greater dead. That doesn't include the hexen. Feeder gangers. That's not a bad shout actually, because we've got the holy fire. Necromancers aren't fun, but still, if we can keep dropping holy fire on 2 or 3 of the nuns. But no, I don't see the hexen. It's a pretty unique perk usually. As in visually, it's quite easy to spot. Maybe if we hide a witch hunter? It may just not be here. Ancient Dead. Feeder gangers. No. Oh, well, it was a nice theory. We'll try a witch hunter when we see one, just as an experiment, because I reckon they'll have it as a favoured enemy. Because they're literally there to hunt witches, right? Right, we were logging off on our last run, and we had 18 thugs and 2 war dogs. It's not easy fighting 18. We are going to get flanked, but I think we should be able to cut through these, and we should be able to get, potentially, some good dagger down opportunities. Making sure we're fully healed. Oh, we're not fully healed. Let's quickly repair if we can. Worth it. Let's go, go, go. They don't have range, and neither do we, so it makes 0 difference if it's day or night. Oh good, we got the hill straight away. That will help with the flanking. We can use this edge as a hard left flank. We should probably back up actually and make it a hard back and rear flank. At least then we got the height advantage. But we've got to deal with these dogs first. What's going on with my mouse? Shit's on my desk. Good gear here if we can smash his head in. If we can get our flail guy onto him. Oh, nice, 35%. Oh, good. Ghost's going to cover the front line as well. So we're going back up to this line. Ah, this guy can't, everybody else can. Okay, we'll fold these two in then. Oh, I can't move the ghost. Oh, I wanted to back up here so we had a better flanking line. Okay, we can hold, doesn't matter. Now we can step in with these three. Trounce this guy. I think that's not a bad shot actually. Especially as he's got his head exposed. 1, 2, 3, and strike. These are thugs, not rabble, so the dogs probably will die. But we'll just use them to maintain the flanks. And because of that, I'm going to hold on to this other dog so we can drop it as we need to. And he can't get around the ghost, so we're good either way. Alright, head strike this guy. Oh, 80% he misses. All on the axe then. Oh, we still don't kill him. That was unfortunate. Nice one for the warden. As predicted, the dogs can't quite hold up to thugs. Oh, we could have got a nice curl in if we'd have waited. Here comes that flank that I was worried about. Counter it here though. Oof. Thank God for the auto shield wall, it's holding up nicely. That shield's not going to last though. Nice. Oh, and the almost dead guy's fleeing. Yeah, good luck making that ghost bleed. 79, 64. We don't need to heal, everybody's morale's good. God knows what the dog's doing that. Oh my lord. Can't hit this guy to save my life. Right, guy downwind us. Smash his head in. Oh, we're out of fatigue. Auto shield wall's good. Drop a dog in. That's why we waited. Hey, Robber. How was your stream, man? Yeah, it's good, man. Just got into this one. This is where we just logged off, so it's 18 thugs and 2 dogs, which is a lot for 8 sisters that aren't amazing. But we've handled it alright. We lost a dog, because I was probably a little bit aggressive with the dogs. Because unlike the rabble, they can't quite hold up to the thugs. But, yeah, it's gone well. They're breaking. We literally just only been going 10 minutes. How's Abiotic? Would you recommend it now you've played it a bit more? I haven't really had a chance to catch you guys stream. I've watched 10 minutes here and there, but I haven't watched it properly. Looks interesting. Yeah, it's good, yeah. That's cool, man. I love a good co-op game. I think there's so many bad co-op games that it's nice when you find a little gem. Remove his head with a hammer. Nice. If you have a group, it's 1000% mailing. Solo, it's still 7 out of 10. Oh, that's pretty cool. Still great when you spend the entire time wishing you had a group. Yeah. Yeah, is that like the grindiness of it, or is it just like many hands and all that? I think that's true of many games, though, that are designed to be played in a group. Although Peak's probably the exception. Actually, it's easier if you're on your own, but it's more fun if you do it as a group. But yeah, a lot of those sort of games, it's the grind. Or you're trying to fill multiple roles, which you can't really do effectively. Scum's like that. If you solo it and you're trying to build a base, you can't do everything. You need somebody that can disarm and somebody that can lockpick and somebody that can build. If you're trying to do all the roles, you just rubbish at all of them. Just the way it plays, it's a really funny game. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, maybe I'll try that one at some point. I got a couple of people I play co-op games with. Although it's been a while. They've actually recently moved on to Bellwright, which has annoyed me because I played Bellwright when it came out and they weren't keen. And I found out that they were playing it. But it's a bit like Scum. Bellwright is, you need to put too much time into it. So it's like, I can't commit to a game like that because I would mean giving up Battle Brothers and I'm enjoying it too much. Can't get to this guy. I have to fight him uphill. Oh shit, there's 2 of them. Bollocks. Yeah, I gave him the downhill advantage there. Yeah, I'm trying to limit myself. PB is a minimum 2 days a week at the moment, but it might be shifting to a few more. Yeah. Well, you could do Battle Brothers once a week. That's the good thing about it. But something like Bellwright or Scum or Rust, you sort of need to commit time to them, and I'm not compelled enough to do that. Scum sorely tempted me because I've just played that game so much. I want to get back to Hell Let Loose. If you've got a first-person shooter itch, that's a really good game. I haven't had the first-person shooter itch for a while, but it does come around now and again. Star Wars Battlefront was the other one that I was enjoying to scratch that itch. Although that's a very unique sort of take on a FPS. I haven't never played it. Oh really? Hell Let Loose. It's in a nutshell, ultra realism. Like if you get shot by a friendly, you die. There's friendly fire is most certainly on. If you get shot by any bullet, you almost always die. And if you get shot twice, you pretty much do die. Apart from maybe a pistol, you might be able to survive 2 bullets. So yeah, ultra realistic because you know bullets kill, and in World War II they did not have Kevlar on. So yeah, tanks are really good, but also can kill you when they're on your friendly side. Artillery, same. So yeah, it's good. It's intense. It needs to be played as a squad to play well. But yeah, really good fun. I would recommend it. Yes, I only caught a little bit of that. I've been considering playing that for a while. Looks like there's a reasonable learning curve on it. And the other one I've been watching people play is the ships one, which I guess is the same principle, but ships. I was surprised when I watched your stream briefly, where yeah, World of Warships. Yeah, I assume it's the same makers. Yeah, I was surprised when I was watching your stream that a plane destroyed you. I thought it was all just tanks. I didn't realise there was aircraft in it as well. Oh, okay. Yes, I have seen those, the anti-air ones. Yeah, they have like 4 guns usually, don't they? They look quite strange. Flak guns, as they're sometimes called. I was talking to somebody in the stream about it the other day. Have you did you ever play that oh, what's it called? Titan something. It's like a mech warrior game. Titan, oh God's sake, I had to Google it. Titanfall. Did you play that? I used to have a lot of fun on that game. Titanfall, thank you. Well, we've got beasts, 1 camp, 5 fights in the arena. I'll go south and take on quests. We recently pissed off the south, so I don't really want to go there. Generally, I'm finding the desert a lot more dangerous in Legends. I think we'll do a camp. Should be easy enough. Played the campaign on 2 like last year. The first. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's very much a PvP game. A lot of fun. I played it a long time ago when it was on PlayStation 4. I think I played the first one and the second one. I enjoyed them both. Very good game. It scratches that mech warrior itch, so to speak. %20 will do. Let's get everything sold. We got a lot of shit. That's better, a bit more balance. Honestly, I find the north easiest after my guys get a smidge of gear. As in the north, like the barbarian north. Apparently it's got a really bad hacking problem that's crippling it. I think that's true of all fucking FPS games. Like, it's rare to find an FPS game that doesn't have a problem with hacking. I don't understand why people do it. Like, what is the appeal? I just don't... What is the point in playing a game that makes you unbeatable? You get it on Star Wars Battlefront and it's like... I don't know why they bother playing. It must be the most boring thing to do ever. People have very strange psyches. Right, so we've got double shield skills and the bash skill on this one. So this is our sort of main shield flail expert. We haven't taken flail yet, which means we can do head targeting that bypasses shields, which we should probably take next. We took Battle Forged. I would usually take immovable object as the first tier 7 skill, but in this case I think the flail specialism might be better, also for the fatigue reduction, because we are fatiguing out when we go for the head, and the usefulness of going the head tailors off as soon as you start going against raiders and they all have helmets. Don't get me wrong, it's still good to get the criticals, but they actually have a pot in your way when you're trying to brain them in. Saying that, we're going to get 10% of combined fatigue, so what will we actually get out of it? At the moment, 34, 34, 41. 41, 10% of that is 4. So we get 32 up to 36. It's obviously going to scale up in the future and get us towards the 40s, or into the 40s. But at the moment, it's only going to give us 4, which is basically 1 level up. So it's at the moment that skill is the same as gifted, but it gives us range defense as well as melee defense. I think the flail skill is at the moment more useful, so we're going to take that. I'm not going to overthink this. Keep his defenses and attack coming up. We need more fatigue and health. We don't need initiative on this character. We could also solve some of this terrible range defense just so we're not such a magnet as they get more accurate. 23 isn't going to cut it. But I think pound for pound, probably health. Yeah, I mean, javelins can still, and axes can still really mess up your armor, though. Maybe add smackdown for 30 armor damage and bone breaker just to smash through it. Yeah, we'll put it in as considerations. I think flail, just purely targeting the head without being able to bypass the shields is the main reason to take this. Because before you take that, it's just the body shots. It's just, use the right terminology, flail. Lash does not bypass the shield until you take this, then it does. So that's the main reason to take flail mastery, plus the fatigue reduction because he keeps stamming out when he does go for the head. So it's now only 19 a swing. It's almost fatigue neutral to attack the head once now. This is a flail brother with mind over body is particularly good for this reason as well, because then his fatigue reduction on the mind over body means that he can basically just batter the head to his heart's content. So it's a nice one to build if you ever do a flail brother in future, to take the skills you mentioned, but also headhunter, mind over body, and flail mastery, and then you can just constantly swing at the head. Deals damage based on armor. Yeah, so it increases the hit point damage by 10% of the armor damage done to the target. Yeah, so they synergize well, I see your point. Attacks that don't deal armor damage or fully penetrate the target's armor will not receive any bonuses. And the bonus damage is subject to damage reductions from the target. Yeah, interesting. What are we doing? Damage to the armor. 80% effective. Is it effective or is it the other one? What are they talking about? Increase hit point damage of the armor damage done to the target. Yeah. Well, it's 80% against the armor. And 30 bypasses altogether. And it does 10% more hit point damage for that. Okay. And then this one, 30 for any weapon used. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I mean, it's alright as an additional. I think for now I just want to be able to swing at the head and not run out of puff. At the moment I can only swing for the head like twice and then he runs out of energy. And then I have to miss turns to recover. That's the other thing I should probably consider actually, is recover. Then it's not going to be as much of an issue. But we'll see, I might not need it. I also like recover on a lot of the frontliners because it gives you a small hit point recovery as well. which is good if you ever bleeding, manage to stop the bleeding and you're on like 2 hit points. You can just run him to the back line and he'll slowly regain his health, although it is slow. And then because we've got Prayer of Hope and we're going to have, what's it called, Field Medic, is it, or Field Triage. So with Field Triage plus the prayer, we can do a decent bit of healing as well. No, yeah, I know, I understood your point. Yeah, so you didn't mean straight away, but yeah, I've definitely put it in blue. It's definitely one to consider in the future. Yes, it's a sick combo. I've not considered it. I've taken them separately. I don't think I ever realised they synergise to that degree. I usually take them on spears, as daft as it sounds, because spears are really useful, utilitarian sort of defensive. You know, the fact that it covers 4 circles to your flank, 4 hexes. I use them to sort of cover out. But if you can cover out and then you give them that and it actually gets punchy. So if you take thrust and then give it smackdown as well and bonebreaker, like the spear actually becomes ridiculous. So I use it to sort of shore up its shortfalls. Or I have done in the past. Right, what was I doing with this one? So this is our Shield Maiden. I think this is our heavy spear as I described originally. So we've taken the Spear Waller. And we've also got Shield Expert in there now. Her defense stats are through the roof at 52. At this stage for level 7 is like almost impossible to hit. I would like Underdog for that reason, so we can pound on it. We could lean into In the Zone, but our initiative is really low at the moment, so that's not going to help us much. And your initiative should be twice of our weight. And our weight is currently 26, so we need at least a 52, and we're only at 37, which is bad. So Perfect Fit would solve some of that. We're at 81, we can get another 4 on it. That gets to 41, 81, and this gives us 30%. So 81 at 30% is going to give us another 24 and change. That would get us to 50, 61 plus 4, 65, and we need to be at 50 odd. But when we get to 35, we need to get to 70. So that's not a bad shout right now. In terms of offense, I would prefer probably the damage reduction of shield to sort of buff up the 30% of lithe. So one I think is really good, by the way, for medium armors is when you've got 30% damage reduction for lithe, which is decent. It shows you the power of Born with the Board, because 10% is not much on its own, but considering you're increasing the damage reduction by a third again, it's quite a lot. So it gets you to 40%. So it's a nice combo if you are taking a shield brother. But I do think this makes sense on this one. Yeah, I like Crippling Strikes. The main reason to take it, though, pound for pound, there was a I think it was Datboy covered it, and he referenced somebody else on his video, and I can't remember the guy. I think it might have been Sins, but somebody did a deep dive on it on vanilla and said that Crippling Strikes basically isn't worth it. I used to take Crippling Strikes and Executioner, so you would cause the injuries and then do extra damage. But I was told it's not worth it as a math breakdown. But that's vanilla with 11 perks. So I would argue it is good, but it's probably a 12th and 14th pick, not an early pick. And the other thing is to factor in that if you're fighting the undead a lot, it's a much bigger pick because it also does 10% extra damage to the undead. So it's good on anybody if you're fighting the undead a lot. So if you're doing the Crusader run, for example, you definitely want to take it. Muscularity I find really hard to not pick as well, just because it's 27% damage on a spear. But I also struggle to not take this on any character because it's always just so much. Because I build sort of fatigue characters, so this is always I don't think I've seen it less than 26. The problem with this one is there's a lot of good choices. The Resolve's not bad, so Fearsome is the other one that's solid. I'm being indecisive because there's just too many good choices here. Now we've got that to 62. I do think In the Zone is pretty powerful. And that'll boost our accuracy, which isn't bad to start off with, but this will be even better. Are we getting the full whack on the initiative? Yes, we are. Let's do this first so I can decide better. Oh, that's a good time to get a 1 so we can spend it over here. 2 is worth taking. And then we can boost Resolve. and for fearsome's sake, or we could keep going with health. Well, we broke 100, and I tend to slow down once we broke 100. I don't get greedy. And he needs more armour, so that 82 is going to come down when we go towards 35. We need probably another 10. So we could take 4 there. I think that's a good result overall there. That's 70. A shame we don't have mind over body, but we do have fearsome. So that should help. The problem is we're not going to do an awful lot of hit point damage with the spear, so it's still debatable. Does spear wall trigger overwhelm? Everything triggers overwhelm. Oh, sorry. Oh no, forgive me. I see your question now. I thought your question was daft. I realise what you're asking now. Does the spear wall defensive move trigger overwhelm? I don't know. That's a really good question. But it's also a contender for any medium build because they always have high initiative. So yeah, I like the thought of that. Yeah, I'm not sure what the next perk pick is here. So we've taken perfect fit. I'm just thinking ahead for the next pick. It's tricky. I'm not sure where we're going with this one. There's a lot of good choices. We obviously can't pick all of these circles, so I need to be more selective. In terms of damage, it's muscularity and thrustmaster, so we get 15% damage there, and we get another 27% damage out of muscularity. So that's a 37% plus. I mean, that's going to make that spear quite vicious. This is only a tier 1 spear. We're doing 25 to 30. We should be able to get it up to somewhere in the region of low 40s as a high damage, which on a tier 1 spear is a bit ridiculous. Once we put a fighting spear or a boar spear in his hand, he's going to be lethal. We could still spec him away from the spear. We don't have to do spear. The reason I was leaning into it was because we did spear waller and thrustmaster, so it made sense to me to sort of take as many of the spear skills. But yeah, I sort of guess now we've done spear waller, it's sort of a done deal. I could give him a backup weapon though. We could do quick hands, so he could spear wall until it breaks the wall, then quick hands into a cleaver or something else. I'll have to think about that. And then we've got our backliner, who's going to be a frontliner in training. So he's taken the net skill, which interestingly gives you defense of. It's basically better than a buckler, worse than a shield with a net. So once you start using strong shields, it's quite weak. But basically, it's an extra 10 melee defense for a duelist. Unfortunately, he didn't get duelist, I've just realised. So the advantage of a net guy is that it doesn't count for duelist. So you can duelist but still get some defense plus, but unfortunately we didn't get duelist, which is really unfortunate. Can you spin through on adaptive? It's from the sword perk group. Ah, okay. So we would need, yes, we have all the other specialties but not sword. We would need to adaptive into it, and we don't have adaptive anyway, so it's moot. No, I was thinking about quick hands to switch between the spear guy, so that he could switch between spear and cleaver or something else once they've broken the spear wall. For the net guy, I didn't know we were auto quick hands. Ooh, excuse me, I've only just taken it. It's the first time I've tried to build a net guy. Allows your company to repair a net, grants 10 melee defense, and ignores the weight of nets, both when equipped and in your bag, which is nice. Well, I was going to take bags and belts anyway, so we can carry 4 nets for those longer fights. Since we repair them, it sort of makes sense to have as many as possible, in my opinion. The next one is throwing range is +2. Equipping a net in the offhand is free and always costs no action. Oh yeah, I never noticed that. Nets you throw have a chance to be reusable. Regular nets 25% reusable, and reinforced nets are 50-50. And all nets have a 100% chance to be reusable if the target is killed before breaking free. Yeah, so good for daggering down. And then the mastery is same as any other weapon, reduced 25%. Also drops the AP to 3, which is interesting. Ooh, okay. When freeing yourself, allies have a baseline of 99% chance of fine. Reduces the fatigue cost of freeing yourself and allies by 66% and the AP to 3. Now, if the AP is 3, I'm thinking, is that worth making him a dagger guy? Would that make more sense? If he's going to be having the net in one hand and the dagger mastery in the other, he could go strike, strike, throw the net. Or throw the net, strike, strike, obviously. Then put a Katar dagger in his hand and he can go throw the net, death blow, death blow. I'm now seeing why he doesn't have adaptive, because everybody would just give him the dagger perk tree and take the tier 1 dagger mastery as well. That's really nice. I'm liking this, and I haven't taken the spear skills yet. Again, I was only highlighting them because we had them. I think we take net mastery and combine it with dagger mastery. We don't have duelist, so we'll do sword and board, dagger net guy. So we can have bags and belts, 1 shield spare, 3 nets, plus a 4th in his hand. So we can go net, 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 stab, 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 pull the shield out for emergencies. We don't need to necessarily take the shield skills, but it's something we can add in. Interesting. Yeah, the spear wall, you're gonna have to try it. I don't know. That's a really good question. I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about your overwhelm thing as well. I might just take it anyway and we can test it out. It's the best way sometimes with this game. So, what do we go next? So, do we take the next one? Where are we capped at the minute? Right, we're capped here. So, net mastery is the AP and the fatigue reduction. The casting of the net is the range and the quick hands to pull another one out. So, at the moment, we're in the back line in training, so it doesn't matter too much. Oh, our resolve's quite low. I wish it was giving 20, but it's not. 12 is still pretty substantial. Okay, we're ready for the front line. I think that resolve is really low though. Let's bring that up. I'm thinking, it's not a bad shout. I'm mostly thinking we've got quite a lot of fatigue on him already. We're already stronger than nimble, so we could shave some armor down, which means we've got even more fatigue. We then give him net and dagger mastery, all the net skills, perfect fit, alert, bags and belts, and then perfect focus. And perfect focus then allows him to have all that fatigue be used to stab like a crazy motherfucker. And if we get, hang on, if we can pull nets out for free and we perfect focus, oh wabba, is that every turn once or is that permanent? Hang on, you've just led me to a possible grail build here. So, gripping a net in an offhand is free and always costs no AP. That's, oh, you just beat me to it. So I was going to say, perfect focus means that the 3 AP of throwing the net is 1 AP. And this skill isn't just once per turn like quick hands. This is permanent free, no action points to pull a net out. So you can pull a net out, have 1 in your hand, pull 4 more. You essentially could net 5 opponents at a range of 5 because it's got an extra 2 range. 5 nets go out at a range of 5 in the daytime. And then you can stab 8 times, as you said. That's insane. If that's been coded as it's described, which is not always the case in this bloody game, that is insane. Oh, I like this. is now the Mega Net Dagger. How the hell do we build this? What's the priority now? That's the question. By the way, there is still an argument for medium, because it will make his defense even higher. You sacrifice some of the dodge, but then this gives you plus 15 to melee defense, so with the remaining sort of 8 left on this, it's pretty sick. So we could get him up into the like high 40s, low 50s. But it means he sort of has to give up on the perfect focus dream, but then you also take the in the zone dream, so you're getting extra melee skill that way, so you become incredibly accurate. So I think both are good builds, but I like perfect focus stupid builds, so that is what they call a soft sell. Definitely want the... I think perfect fit is actually way better than adaptive, alert, by the way. This gives you a flat 20% initiative. This gives you 30% initiative and gives you the fatigue reduction, as long as your fatigue is double your weight, which is really important and not difficult to do on light builds, obviously, but you have to keep an eye on it with medium builds. I've had it not work before, so it's a really easy thing to miss. I actually didn't even know that about the skill and took it probably 20 times until I had a bro that didn't have high enough fatigue, and then I realised when it wasn't working. So it's something that's worth noting. But yeah, as long as you've got plenty of fatigue, it's fine. But I've had medium builds where the fatigue is slightly slipped, and they are not good with lower fatigue. Just perfect focus, perfect fit just stops working. So we don't need the bags and belts. We will get it, but I don't think it's high priority. I think this is high priority to push that into the stratosphere and give us the fatigue reduction, which will counter perfect focus. So we're going to take this off as well. Bring Nimble back in, and we also get freedom of movement, which is already... I mean, look at its initiative. It's already insane. We can't take those. Anyway, right, so we're stuck here anyway. I don't even want to consider anything else. This is going to be sick. I know, right? I mean, even at range that works, I believe. He's just going to be like a fucking blur of it. Like, this is the closest thing we're going to build to Flash. Flash with a dagger. Oh, do we take the dodge now? He's only 12 right now. No, he's not. That's not right. Hang on, let's strip this down so we can actually get a sense of what he's going to be. So at the moment he's 24. We need to take... We've only got 2 on the helmet. That needs to come up actually, but let's leave it for now. So we need to take 19. We need to take 4 off. Close enough. 3 is good enough. So that brings the dodge to 13. So let's reset. Yes. So we're at 25 before we do anything. So if we boost that, we're going to gain... I don't know what our raw number is. Oh, that initiative's just come down. I think that's because the armor was glitching. So I think we're... I don't know what our raw fatigue is. But it's going to go up 30% initiative. Sorry, raw initiative, not fatigue. Assuming it's going to be 100 and something. Actually, we can work it out. I'm being lazy. 12, 26, 28. These don't count. So... Oh, is that right on this one? Yeah, 28. So 28. So 115. So 115, 30% is 34.5. Yes. Just checking my math. 34.5. And 34.5 at 15% gives you an additional net gain of, pun intended, 3.45 times half, 5, basically 5 and change. So right now that's going to add another 5 to defense, which is 30, which makes him pretty hard to hit. And then I think it was 137. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, the shield nodes are in blue anyway. I'm just thinking about what the next few level ups are. Sorry, this is a complicated build now. We've spun this yarn out. The only reason I'm tempted by the shield nodes is because we don't have duelist. So it sort of makes sense to me to have it. But we don't need the shield skills. We can do it without the shield. We just have a shield in our back pocket. Get Relentless. Oh yeah, it's a good shout. Relentless has definitely got to go in there. And obviously I haven't highlighted Nimble. So we're going to take Nimble and we're going to take Freedom of Movement probably as the next 2 level ups. So it is worth spending some thought on this. No, that's next level. So we've got two to pick from. From the 4 green circles at the top, we can take 2. Then we're going to take Nimble, then we're going to take Freedom of Movement, then we might take Perfect Focus. So really the next 2 are really important. Can't live without Relentless. You can't, so Relentless has to be in the mix. And Perfect Fit gives us an extra 5 melee defense right now, which I like. But as you said, as soon as you start swinging, that drops quickly. So it's a real shame we don't have Recover, by the way. Whilst we can do this Perfect Focus build, he is going to be like papier-mâché the second that he does it, unless we take Relentless. So there's another reason for it. Which of the 2 net skills do we need, or is it both? So this is the 3 AP. And extra good at freeing people, and this is the extra range, free quick hands basically skill. And the reusable nets. It's an acceptable dodge rate for now, if we maintain it. So I think Relentless probably wins the day. So we need to get the Dagger Mastery in as well, otherwise he's going to suck. I know, yeah, I agree. I don't think we would have done much differently though, because this was free. This is because of the Sister run. I would have still taken Net Repair because I was building him into a Net Fighter. Dodge we will always take, and I quite like Strength in Numbers because when I started his melee attack was quite low. It still is quite low, and this just seemed to be a good idea to boost him up. And if we're going to net people, they're going to be surrounded by our guys killing them, so also that works. Yeah, that was free. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, Resilient is never on the first tier. Oh, I'm between Perfect Fit and Relentless now. It's going to be difficult to get all the net skills. We also need Berserk and Killing Frenzy as well, I think, but they're sort of optional extras. We can't have Overwhelm on this character, by the way. And the other one, if we're going for the sort of dagger blows, then we should be doing Backstabber and Double Strike as well. So it's difficult now. I think we'll take net casting because I think it's just more fun. I think that's going to make us use the nets more quickly. And if we throw a net, we can immediately pull one out, which keeps our... That makes sense, actually. That gives us the extra 10 melee defense. So don't forget, we're going up to 36 once we've got a net in our hand, which offsets the dodge vanishing when we get fatigued. So I quite like that, actually. So I think it's these 2 first. I think it's net casting to keep the net shield up, basically, and then Relentless to offset the fatigue vanishing, and we'll come back for these 2 later. That's my shout. I think we're going with that. Okay. So, we have... Oh, guess what, Wabbo? I've not even shown you. Do you know why this is such a good shout? I just got this off the Witch event. Both buffs for ignoring armor and against armor. This is going to be interesting. I haven't had a good way to use it yet, so this will be nice. I know, right? Enter Regilant. Are you sure you don't want to claim the Net Warrior character? You're still down as the next Tent Servant. We also need to go and kill some Webinex now so we can have some reinforced nets. That's cool. I'm quite cool. I'm happy with that, as you've sort of helped me build that character. You're a sick man. Silly name. But giving him my name is 100% death for achieving greatness. Well, that's not necessarily you. He's in my control, which is never a good thing. So, have we? Just want to make sure. I think the answer is yes. I want to make sure everybody's got a Gamerson, because we've finally got Gamersons coming out of our ears. Yes, 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 yes. Wolf Gamerson's even better. Gamerson. No, but better than a Gamerson, so that's fine. Because it's super light. Right. Okay. I'm getting greedy now. Just had a thought about Lone Wolf. God, I wish he had adaptive. Yeah, so this doesn't death blow. This is the only thing. So this will do for now, but we need to get him a Guitar Dagger. 100%. We don't actually have Nimble yet, so maybe we should put the armor back on him. Sure of his resolve either way. One, two, three. Okay. We will repair the Gamersons. It would be nice to have 5 spare ones at least, and then that's our spare armor if we ever get battered. That's our emergency refits. No death blow, but puncture plus 50% accuracy, right? For netted. I don't actually know what the plus on it is. Don't think it's 50%. It might reduce their defense by 50%. I've netted Swordmasters before and it's still impossible to hit them, so it's not 50% flat. Thank you. Grappled, sleeping or fleeing is 50%. Netted is 25. That's okay, don't apologise. You can do, I'm assuming that's per thing as well, so you can probably net and stun for 50. And this, yeah, we need a mace guy for that. I didn't realise grappled was 50. I didn't realise grappled is better than netted. I thought it was the same, so that's actually worth getting a brawler. I don't think you can get female brawlers though. It's the one character I've not seen as a female. I could be wrong, but I'm trying to work out what the actual handicap of Sisterhood is. Anyway, we've prattled on for half an hour. Let's let's go and test this out. Right, we'll now immediately die, won't we, and get wiped after all that thought. Teefhaven. That is not far at all. Marrakesh. 880 in total. I think we'll take this one. Need tools. Ugh. Worst place to buy. thinking we can maybe do that as an easy camp to get our ambition. And teleport over there. Oh man, I pushed that too much. It was 760 as it was. I got greedy. Trying to grind quests as well because we're close to 750 here. I haven't done this for a while. I'm pretty sure if you do this, a Necro Savant jumps out. I'm going to just ignore it. I haven't had that event in a while. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's a tough fight. Although we could probably manage it considering we've got a bunch of holy people. Do need to make sure we've all got the holy flame though before we start casually taking those fights. Damn it. I also haven't had the negative result of that run for a while. Hey Grizz. How you doing, buddy? Me and Wabba have just come up with a sick build you're going to dislike. But we found it quite entertaining. I mean, maybe you won't dislike it, but one of the core perks you don't like is definitely part of it. Ow, 4 to 7 days. Ouch. Right, let's get there and then we'll fix it. 380. No, I'll fix it myself. Fuck that. Let me just show you. It's not perfect, but it's definitely fun. So I was playing with the net build, and me and Wabba were just like talking out. I was just talking out loud and just thinking out loud. So we were trying to work out how to get the most out of this. So we noticed that. So I've obviously already got this, and you get 10 melee defense, which is pretty good. So it's better than a buckler, worse than a shield. But if you're going to be a duelist, it works nicely. Then we didn't have duelists, so we were looking at how to maximize this. And like I had it originally built out to be shields and spears. Then I realized that if you take this one, you get free equip, and it's not like, assuming the text is verbatim, which it isn't always in Legends, but assuming it is as is written, this says equipping a net is always action point free, not just the first time like quick hands. So you can go net, throw, net, throw, net, throw, because perfect focus means that throwing a net is half AP, and when you take this skill, the AP cost of throwing a net drops to 3. 3 is the magic number because when you take perfect focus, it halves and rounds down to 1. So you can go pull the net out for free, throw it for 1 AP, pull the net out for free, throw it for 1 AP, and at a range of 5, not 3. So you can throw 5 nets with bags and belts. But you probably wouldn't do more than 4 because you want the defense of the last one. Up to a range of 5 in one turn, and if you happen to be stood next to an enemy, stab them multiple times as well. Or you can just net one of them and stab 8 times. True, the fatigue would be there, but this reduces that by 25%. And then we've also got perfect fit. 25%, that's 30. That's 40% reduction on fatigue. So we can get throw net down to 15. Yeah, you might be right about the fatigue. And then obviously perfect focus goes against us. Okay, we can't, you're right. But the point, I don't think you'd ever want to throw 5 in one turn. The main reason was that we could throw a net or 2, or throw a net and immediately pull one out for as a shield for free, and then stab, 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 stab. And if we can get him a Catal Dag, or particularly a famed Catal Dagger, he can do death blow, death blow, death blow, death blow. So yeah, pretty neat build, we thought. We're going to see. It's not the perfect character for it because he doesn't have recover, so it's a shame. And we also don't have the tier 1 dagger skills. But then if you have the tier 1 dagger skills, you probably don't have the net skills. So what I'm interested to do to take this one step further is, could we find Wabba a thief or a murder on the run, those sorts of builds that have the tier 1 dagger skills and the tier 7 assassinate skills. Not that we need assassinate, but the tier 1 skill is particularly good because it makes all daggers like the Catal Dagger for death blow. We could then use adaptive on nets to give him the net skills. So you could take a natural dagger build and add the nets to it, and then they'd also have duelist, so it'd be more perfect, for want of a better word, because it would have all the normal dagger synergy, and then you just pop in the nets as an extra. The question is, do thieves, assassins, or murderers on the run have adaptive? I think they do. That's another one to play with. We can take it one step further, but for now we'll have fun with this one. And the fact that we've already got a famed dagger that we got off that witch event is just super nice. Right, anyway, I digress. Treated 1 to 3 days, good. Where are we going next? We need tools really badly. What's the price? 124. 25 fatigue, yeah, 25 fatigue before 25% reduction from net mastery and 15% reduction from perfect fit. So that's 40% off that. So if it's 25 naturally, it would be minus 10, it would be 15. 2.5 is 10% 4 times, so it's 10 off, which is 15 fatigue. It's still, yeah, you wouldn't throw more than 2 anyway, I think, but the fact that you can throw it in an emergency situation, I think is quite cool. Yeah, that's exactly what I was planning to do, Grizz, and then I started reading them and thought, you know what, I've never taken all the net skills, let's have some fun with it. And my opinion on nets is that, not on nets, on any perk, is just to take it and play with it to see how it works and stress test it, so that's what we're going to do. Through triple skull return item might be a bit ambitious. We could try it. I don't really want to mess us up though because we've only just hit 10. It's taking me a while to grind to 10. Oh man, I keep pushing these too much. Anyway, let's rest for the morning. Is there anything we can salvage? Maybe. Can salvage at 5, I guess. 6. No, that was from before when I was doing the spear build. And the only reason we were looking at the shield skills is because he doesn't have duelist. So yeah, but it's free to pull the net out, so it doesn't really matter. There was more for us to have an emergency thing. But that was when I was originally building a spear guy, because he doesn't have duelist. So I figured if you don't have duelist, you may as well have a shield. It's pointless just having a dagger. It's a real miss actually that he doesn't have duelist, if I'm honest, because the whole point of the net is that it doesn't affect duelist, or one of the points of the net. So then the extra melee defense really comes into its own. Yeah, I mean AP free, that's all. The real miss on the character though is no recover or whatever the middle one's called, swift recovery, because that makes perfect focus a hell of a lot less desirable to use. So it's going to be a nuclear option type build, but we'll see. I mean, if you stab something 8 times, you shouldn't need to fight much more, and it's just knowing when to trigger it and when just to fight normally. The other thing is it's 3 AP for the net and 3 AP for the dagger, so I thought it synergised well just on that basis, because you could throw a net, stab, even without perfect focus. That's still quite cool. So, and the fact that it's got 5 range, I think it could save a brother on occasion. Like, 5 range is crazy. Like, in my fighting line, that means he can throw a net 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyone fighting this guy, I mean, he can literally fight, he can throw nets to anybody in combat if he's in that position, except this left flank. And if I put him there, he can literally throw nets anywhere. So he can sort of save a brother as like a defensive thing, which I quite like the idea of. Because you always get those emergency situations where you're like, how am I going to solve this? And if he can solve it from 4 tiles away, that's pretty cool. In my mind, anyway. We'll have fun with it, see if it works. The best way is to do it and see if it just completely doesn't work. I often find you can't foresee these things to every angle until you tinker with it. I'm really thinking about that dagger brother with adaptive though. I'm definitely going to hire a thief when we see one. Oh, speaking of which, that's not a bad thief as well. Oh, let's just have a look. Do they have adaptive? Yes, they do. So they've got adaptive. What's the tier 1 dagger skill called? Knife play. She's got knife play. She's got adaptive. She's got mind over body, but we don't have resolve stars. But if we can get the resolve high enough, that would help counter it. She doesn't have perfect focus, but she does have assassinate, which I'm of 2 minds on how useful assassinate is. If you're taking assassinate, you're taking lone wolf as well. She does have second wind, which is nice. And then you could adaptive into nets. The question is, can you adaptive into nets? I assume you can. You just equip the net, right? And then take adaptive. That's another thing I can test without even hiring this character. Double strike, backstab. She's got all the daggery useful things. Dagger mastery. Then we can give her the net mastery. She's also got rotation, which is another useful one for saving characters. She doesn't have perfect... This is really annoying. She doesn't have the perfect focus, but she does have all the other skills that I want. That's so irritating. Isn't dagger like 6 fatigue per attack with perfect focus, with perfect fit and mastery? It's pretty low. I don't know the exact number, Weber. I can do the math though. So right now it's 7. I don't think he has any fatigue reduction right now. Is that 7 as default? Looks like it. So it's 7. Then dagger mastery is going to knock off 25% of 7, which is 1.4 plus 0.35 is 1.75. So with other fatigue reduction skills, it'll be 2, or we're taking off another 15%. So it's 40% off 7, which is 2.8. This game tends to round down, so we'll call that 2 to be negative. It's 5. It's 5 or 4 in a bit, depending on how the game calculates. I don't know. I'm not convinced how it calculates decimals. In my experience, it mostly rounds down, not up. Yeah, I think it's 5. Yeah, I think it's 5 and change. And yeah, then you've got the 75% to go back on. Yeah, yeah. It counters it nicely. You can definitely stab 8 times without that much stress. It's the problem is that it then rapes your dodge away. So with no recovery, it's like, what do you do next turn? But I do think that other dagger bro will be better at it if she had perfect focus, which she doesn't, because she gets... I've yet to see it mind over body. I would like to see mind over body, perfect focus on a dagger or a brawler to see if you can get those to counter each other aggressively. So plus medium armor, so you've got perfect fit and mind over body with a good resolve, obviously. So it's a very, very, very specific build, but if you can get those 2 things in high resolve, you can get a decent fatigue reduction that basically counters a good chunk of the perfect focus, and then recover, and then perfect focus. It's too many ifs. I've yet to see all of them perfectly land on one bro. If we find them, I will be making a hard save file of it though. Regardless, I'm having fun with the dagger guys. So do we hire this one? Because this isn't a bad one. Can't hit the head, which sucks, but extra defense, 2 stars in attack, 1 star in defense. It's like not a bad build. And we can try this adaptive experiment with nets. We don't have to, I just think it's interesting. Does this one have duelist? Oh, this one has duelist. So we could definitely take the advantage of the extra 10 melee defense, which I think is also nice. And then we can also get the Katal dagger type output of all daggers, which I think is going to be good from the off. So this will work well, even if we just pair it with the other net guy. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. See what we can get it to work. So she wants to be near this guy. She needs to train first anyway, so put it on the back line for training. Just slash at people with that until you get less shit. Give an emergency net anyway, and then you can have that for later. Yeah, what you call one-turn wonder, I call the nuclear option, because it also destroys your dodge. Even with Relentless, it's destroying 50% of your dodge. So it's still risky, because your dodge goes from like 40 to 20, or 35 to 25, depending on how much base melee defense you've got. The key, brother, if you don't have recover or swift recovery, is to have decent melee defense without dodge. Then you've got something to fall back on, because you're going to lose half of dodge with Relentless. So if you can get like a 20 melee defense, plus then you're getting like 15 dodge, you're still going to get 7-8 dodge with the Relentless, so you're still going to have that 28 sort of stat to fall back on. They still get shredded in late game though if you're fatigued out. So like I say, it doesn't have to have everything perfect. I just have yet to find one with all of it. Anyway, we'll have some fun with this because we've got this skill as well. We can daze as well, which is nice. Did we get overwhelmed? That was the only skill that I didn't clock. No, we didn't get overwhelmed. What's that one? Oh, Night Raider. Interesting. Night Raider plus Fearsome could be interesting. It's another one I've not seen. What are your guys' views on Assassinate? I have yet to use it properly yet, because I never have free-flowing access to... Oh god, we started with 35 resolve, so there goes the theory on Mind Everybody. I'm not plugging that with no stars. Yeah, I've yet to get enough access to smoke bombs for it to be really good. Oh, I've just realised, grapple. We don't even need the net skills. We can just use the nets from the net guy, and then we can grapple, stab. Very nice. Do we have to have both our hands free for grapple? I'm guessing we do. Oh, he doesn't have quick hands. God damn it. It absolutely does not, Grizz. We just discussed this earlier. Nets do 25%, grapple does 50%. So grapple, so you're right, but for the wrong reasons. Grapple doesn't do the same as net. It's twice as good. Where is it? There you go. So, if stunned or netted, you gain 25%, and if they're grappled, you get 50%. Grapple, sleeping, or fleeing. Now, you can't usually make stuff go to sleep, at least not in normal legends. So it's grapple or flee. 50% for puncture. So yeah, it's much more effective than the net. I didn't realise this either, by the way, so don't feel bad. Like me and Webber were talking about it, and neither of us knew that. So it's a really... the nets are good, grapple is better. Yeah, but twice as effective. Which does make sense, because I've noticed every time they flee, you can suddenly stab them really easily. Yeah, anyway, we'll have fun with this. That's the main thing. Do you need both hands empty for grappling, Grizz? I've never actually built a grapple dagger guy before, because that's not going to be as useful if we don't have quick hands, which is a real shame. We could adapt him into throwing weapons, though, which gives quick hands. Ooh. Definitely taking that as well. Oh my god, the dagger skills are OP. My god, this character's got a ridiculous amount of skills. To put the dagger away so you can grapple, to pull the dagger out quickly. It's just so you can go grapple dagger without an extra stab, basically. So would you start the battle like this, grapple, and then pull the dagger out? Because that costs you 4 AP, doesn't it, is what I'm getting at. Do you not? My question was, do you need both hands empty to grapple, like you do for ambidextrous? Or is it, do you not need that? Requires 1 free hand to use. Oh, just 1. I've answered my own question. It's 1 free hand. So it works on a duelist. It doesn't work with the net in your hand. Interesting. But if we did do the net thing, we can pull a net out for free anyway. If your hand's free. So you can with dagger, you can't with shield and dagger. So that's cool. Because I do sometimes build a shield dagger bro. This obviously is not one of them, because he has all the other skills. Nice. So the only problem with this, well, not problem, the only shame with this guy is that he didn't land either a better resolve, starting resolve, or a star or 2 in resolve would make him an absolute mega. But I'll take the defense and the offense, so he's still pretty sick. She, I should say, excuse me, she. What's that one? Lurker. When neither an ally nor an enemy is within 2 tiles, gain range defense and initiative and 3 action points. If you're under the effects of hidden, gain 10 fatigue recovery per turn and 20% range skill. Oh, that's if you're a ranged hider. And if you're within a smoke cloud, gain another 2 action points. Fuck me. So, am I reading that right? If he's hiding in the bushes... No. Sorry, if he's 2 tiles away from an enemy or a friend, and he's in a smoke cloud, he gets 14 action points. My next question is, if you... Oh, no, okay, I think I've just answered it. I was going to say, if you give a... This isn't a tier 1 normal skill, is it, knife play? You don't get the... You know, it works on every dagger sort of thing. This is just a separate skill. I was about to say... No, it wouldn't work anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's what I thought there. Oh yeah, this one. So assassinate, 15 AP. Hey Shotty, sorry, we're going through some pre-detailed builds here. Yeah, I'm just reading them all now, Grizz. I think you're right. I didn't realise he had grapple. I don't need to though, do I? I've already got the super net guy next to him, so he can net him and then he can death blow away. So it works either way. Because I've already got a net guy there. I don't need 2 net guys. I was just experimenting with it. The thing that appealed as well is the 10 melee defense. But we're going to need that hand free to do the grappling, so it's all good. I've also yet to try a brawler with with a parry dagger in hand to see how the stab works, but I've not tried it yet. Anyway, well, let's not get too adventurous. There's enough here to play with. I am tempted by Lurker, Lone Wolf. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I wonder, is there a way to get the assassin skills on a ranged character, like a ranger or a master archer? Because this extra AP thing could be really powerful on a hidden archer. But they're not naturally good archers, these builds. But yeah, just again, I'm just exploring different thoughts now. But yeah. Right, anyway, that's enough chitter-chatter. This character is going to be sick. We just need to train them up. These ones always die on me before they get good, so hopefully this won't be the case. Right. I'm going to... I think we need to rest a little bit. We need to buy some food. How you doing, Shari? I am sick, but keep watching it. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear you're sick, man. Get well soon. Thanks for the emote spam, I love it. Of course, once he's grappled, you can what's it called? Death blow him anyway. Yeah, fair point, fair point. Hey Rambo, we have just been building some sick net builds with daggers, and been chatting for nearly 40 minutes about different builds, but having some fun with it. Hope you're well, mate. We just got a sick dagger guy as well, so this is going to be our sick dagger bro. And then we've also got a sick net bro that we're going to build some sort of 5 net throwing in 1 turn perfect focus build. Shit. Tree swords might be pushing it. It's going to be in this. Oh, I can just tell it's going to be a necromancer. We don't have Holy Flame yet, which makes me less keen to do these. How far off Holy Flame are we? Oh, 1 level. 1 level. Oh, you're so close. Shotty, you're about to become a Holy Flaming banner nutcase. So nice as well, because even with Peaceable, this has no to hit thing. It just works. Sick. Love Holy Flame. I wish it lasted longer, but that's my only critique of it. But, you know, that would just make it OP, so I shouldn't be a greedy bitch. Have we got anybody else that's learning it? What about the Battle Sister? The Shield Maiden, she can't get it. Battle Sister can get it, right. Yes. Okay, I want to do this so we can just go and hunt the undead. Oh yeah, get well, man. Hope it's nothing too serious and just a winter bug. All assassinate perks are kind of good except the first one. It's okay, but you need ranged attack 2. But they are for late. You cannot find bushes reliably. Yeah, you do in the woods, but I agree. Even then it's hit and miss. And it's the same in the grasslands. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. And the smoke bombs are just too expensive, even if you're crafting them. Like you say, late game you can. Yeah. So does the alchemist not need any ingredients to replenish? Is it just free refills? If so, that's ridiculous. Yeah, they're free to refill though. Do you just need the character plus time? Yeah, no worries, Shy man. Thanks for hanging out regardless. I hope we distract you from your illness. It costs ammo. Yeah, that's still free. What I'm saying is it doesn't cost sulfur or whatever it is, the Ifrit bits. which I think I'm right in saying is what you used to make it. Cheers, guys. Which she said, all perks are kind of good except the first one. I think the first one's the most powerful. Did I misread it? Oh no, it's the throwing knife. I did misread it. I thought that was like a tier 1 dagger skill. I'm an idiot. Shit, isn't there a tier 1 dagger skill on the thief that makes all... I was misreading this, mate. I thought this made all daggers, Katal daggers. That's a different skill, isn't it? Fuck. Am I thinking of the thief, Grizz? You're the dagger expert, that's why I'm asking you. Oh yeah, I don't want this at all, there's rubbish. What am I thinking of? Isn't it like Prison Rush or something? Prison Shank, or it's something like that. Is a thief perk. Damn, I thought I got them. I mean, these are still nice. Yeah, but I was thinking of the... Yeah. Right, question. Which, the Prisoner's Rush, you know the first bit of the skill, for example... Let me find one that's got it. So the equivalent of this, the first bit, the plus 12 chance to hit, which weapon is it bound to? I'm wondering if we can adaptive it in. So with this one, if you put the wooden stick or the bludgeon in his hand and then do adaptive, it'll give you this skill. I'm wondering what the equivalent of the thief's one is. Is it the dirk or something? Like the really shitty dagger? Is it this? Shank? Do you know what, for 4 coins I'm just going to experiment with it. I'll answer my own question. Because it's 4 coins, it doesn't matter. Yes, so if we currently do adaptive, we're going to get Cleaver, because we've got a Cleaver in hand. You definitely can, Grizz. You definitely can. That says knife perk group. Knives gives you tier 1. I'm going to save scum before we do it, so don't panic, but I'm definitely going to test that. We will keep this for 4 coins. That's staying in the inventory. If we can get the tier 1 dagger skill, that's OP as fuck. See, Winnie's crazy builds come off sometimes. They almost never come off, by the way. I'm usually completely barking up the wrong tree, but this is how you come across genius. You have to have like 58 failures first. Oh, how many days was that? 2 more days? Jesus Christ, we're eating way too much. I haven't got any money left. I'll have to do. Really, I'm gonna have to just take this boring quest. I'm not risking 3 scores. I want to, but we've got to wait till we have more holy flames. I'm pretty sure it gives you the tier 1 skills on the other items, because I was asking somebody about how to get the sword skill, and people were saying that if you give him the right sword, Rambo actually shared me a list. It will give you the tier 1 skills, as well as the rest of the perk tree. But we'll save scum and test it. If it doesn't, it's no loss, because we're going to build the character anyway. It's not like we're going to do anything different. Oh, bug it. They've run off with the stuff. Oh, at least we get a fight out of it. This is actually a good thing. Come here, you scummy thieves. Thugs approach a raid. Oh, 7 raiders. Okay, this is the first raider fight we've had the whole run. Oh, man, their fucking hand's not fixed. It needs to fix. The hand needs to fix itself by tomorrow. Okay, we'll come back. Yes, 24% sell price. Right, unfortunately, we're going to have to sell some of the armory that I've just been building up. I wanted to keep some more of these as backups, but we'll sell a couple of those. And a shield. Oh, we don't need a golden dag. I don't use those. There you go, that's enough. That covers our wages. We're all good. Go and heal. Actually, we'll heal over here. It's safer. Yeah, well, we keep failing our runs, so I'm probably a little bit more defensive focused at the moment, Grizz. Oh, sugar. Oh, man, that was stupid of me. Oh, maybe they didn't get debuffed yet. We're okay. Oh. Now, this hand needs to heal, for Christ's sake. I'll buy tomorrow. God damn it. Yeah. Don't forget, when I'm highlighting skills, it's just flavors. I'm never going to, like, you'll notice that I can sometimes highlight, like, way more perks than we're even going to pick up, so. But yeah, I'm definitely lean defensive at the moment. Because we've had such bad runs. This one's going a lot better, though. We're already on day 49, so. Come on, hand. At least we get some food as well out of it. Yeah, I know that, Rabo. Yeah, that's why I'm quite broad with the selections. For me, it's more like flavors to go into, and then depending on how we roll the stats, that affects my decisions as well. So me using the perk planner is just like, this might synergize, or that looks interesting. I'm never like saying I'm definitely doing this. Although the green circles are more definitive. Is he healed now? Fucking hell, his hand. Yes, we're healed. Do it. Go. Oh, it's got a poach. It's only got one poacher. Fuck it, we're doing the daylight. It's fine. Charge. They really need to change the sound of the warden. Every time the warden does that noise, I think it's a Geist fight. Even though I know it's not. I don't love him coming up his flank that quickly. Actually, we should be backed up. No, I can't with the dogs anyway. This fight's going to be interesting. Can you do... Stupid question from the experts in the room. Can you do 2 chants at once? Surely not. Surely if she's chanting, she's got to continually mumble. She can't mumble 2 different songs at the same time. Yeah, I would assume not, Rambo, but I was just checking. I'll test it offline. I don't really want to test it in the middle of a fight. Do we want defense or do we want to retaliate? I'm thinking defense. There's a lot of 2-handed nasty weapons here, and there's 2 maces, and I have not taken Steel Brow yet on anyone because I'm an idiot. Yeah, he's probably the most in the Discord of anybody, Rambo. Grizz likes to share in the Discord. It's good though, I like it. It's the right place to share. Ah. Could drop some dogs, so it would slow them up a little bit. Oh, this guy's nasty as well. Need to hit this guy with the flail guy. Damn it, I've messed that up slightly. Yeah, that's him, yeah. Step in and round swing. It'd be a bit aggressive though. I'd love if it would tell you the amount of percentage chance to dodge. I don't know how to do the math on that. But 45 skill is low and 42 melee defense is high, so I imagine our chances are good. I'm going to do it because I'd be interested if we can neutralise that, yeah. Oh, it's only 28%. Okay, now I regret doing it. Because I haven't taken X Mastery yet, that's why. Okay, never mind, that's pointless. Five defense, 9 defense. That's aggressive, I'm going for it. Okay, smashed one of their armors apart. It only worked if he hit as well. The idea was destroy the armor of one or both of them and then bleed the buggers. We're going to get base now, but never mind, that's fine. I'll get some extra defense up this end, I think. And we can now drop a dog in there, which works quite nicely. Okay, he's going to die in the middle of there, never mind. Buckler bashed. I saw a mace symbol flag up. I was wondering why, because he's got a sword, but he tried to buckler bash us. Oh, good. There's a very low armored thug the dog can tear apart. Yeah, javelin. Right. Who is the threat? This guy's a threat until we pop him in the head and then he'll die. Look at that. That's insane. We can net this guy. That's insane. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Zero AP to switch. This is too much fun. He's also quite a threat. Wabber, are you still there? It lied. It won't let me pull another net out for free. The description lies. Oh, hang on. No, it doesn't. You just have to manually do it. Oh, okay. There's another bug we found for the Discord. So, the quick switch extra button, which is also a sub mod that they've blended into Legends, only works for the first one, but you can still manually put the net back on for free, which matters because this guy gets extra 10 defense when he's got it in his hand. So if anybody does do double net throw, you have to manually put the third net into your hand, which we want for the defense. Nice. Hopefully that neutralizes the two two-handers. This one scares me less because it'll die quickly. Jesus, he's fighting even though he's got a net on him. He's bold. Oh, this one's torn it straight off box. Right, let's see if we hit the head. Do we try and kill him first? Oh, Come on, hit the head. Oh, so close. 1 hit point. It's a shame. I mean, I don't get anybody to level 28 in fairness, Grizz. I don't think I've got somebody past 15 in a long while. But I appreciate the thought. Right, let's try this. 51, 51, 23, 55. So better off hitting those 3, but then the axe guy doesn't get hit. Yeah, I can live with that. Oh, perfect, because we freed her up. That's nice. And we'll drop a dog, so we'll handle that. Bias number 10. Oh, we actually hit somebody in the head as well. Nice. And we'll do the same tactic as before. Oh, triple miss. Come on. Triple miss with 50%. Oh, I am 130. So that's 54, 53. So that's like 75% chance that one of those should hit. And then another 30. It's like 80+%. One of those should have connected 80% of the time. Never mind. Probabilities are fucker. Dogs are worth the money, I'm telling you. Right, everybody's based. Unless somebody dies, we're holding that entire line, apart from this guy. So we can step here and buff them all harder. And we can have a little pop at this one as well. Nice. I was hoping we'd get another morale break, but never mind. Even this guy's got 44% to hit, jeez. Anybody needs health. Just this guy a little bit. Oh, 5, this guy as well. 6 AP. Well, we can't hit for toffee anyway. Little Brett, like it. Well, we do need to actually blow the horn. Never mind, we'll do that next time. Bash in the naked heads. Okay, we didn't get stunned. That's a good start. 64, 52, 34. Probably hit these two. Oh, he just scratched his arm up. Need the dagger guy on this one, really. Need to net him and dagger him. We've got to get to him first. Let's clear a space. That's more like it. Oh, he's fleeing. After him. Dagger time. Triple misses when you're not getting really low percentages and you understand math are really painful. But please do not mistake that for me complaining about RNGs. I'm not saying it's not random. I'm just saying it was improbable, and that is slightly irksome. There's no point moaning about RNGs. They are RNGs. RNGs are not that hard to code. People get a bit obsessed with them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can rally him, I think. Should have done it when I was stood over there. It was a mistake to move him. Defense. And a bop on the head. Oh, close. Hit the body. Good, no stun. Cave this guy's head in, please. Almost got him. his armor. No. No. Bite his face. Ow. That swordsman is dangerous. We need to deal with these three. They're not fleeing. Ow. Armor's holding well though. What happened there? Oh, he's got 9 lives. I was going to say, I'm thinking, surely that killed him. Oh, that did. I'm enjoying that dagger. Right, who else do we need to dagger? Yeah, his armor's already gone. Oh, he's got a helmet. Probably this one. Let's go and deal with this. There we go. Oh, he's already rallied. His confidence came back up, I think. Oh, this one still wants to fight. Even with peaceable, she occasionally hits. I'm a bit new to peaceable on an active character, so it's an interesting one. I think we only lost 1 dog. I thought we had lost more. Okay, we're going to risk losing the net. Oh, hang on. If we do this, we're not going to be able to puncture, which sort of defeats the object. Okay, we'll wait for the other guy to do it for us. Nice. Well, that went well. That was the first big raider fight we've had. We got the armor is going to be really useful for us. I can't stress that enough. It would have been nice to get a nicer two-hander, but I'm not being greedy. I don't want to fight a nicer two-hander because you've also got to dodge the nicer two-hander, so I'll take the axes all day long. We'll just sell those. Very nice armor sets for us, though. For day 50. And a solid, becoming more solid team. All the Battleforge just got happy. And even the medium guys should be able to get some tune-ups. Just break it all down if we've got space. And I think we do. Nice. Right, let's do the level ups and we'll come back to the armor. So, Caravan Hand. We've got medium armor builds coming on nicely. We're at tier 4. Haven't decided what to do with this one, I don't think. I think I just gave him a glaive and put him on training. So we go medium armor because he's got no defense stats. Underdog muscular, killing frenzy, no berserk. So to me it's shield skills and sort of tank with rotation for recovery. We haven't got rotation on anyone yet. Or I guess he could do two-handed if his stats come up nicely. How much are we getting out of that? 9. So we've still got 6 to go. There's still only going to be 20. 23. Leaning more towards shields. What's our specialisms? Swords or spears? With spear skills. Oh, we've lost the spear guys to daggers. This one's still spear expert. We could do the second one. We got flail expert. Don't dislike the spears, or we just keep them on the back line and make them really effective. Upgrade them to a sword lance, go that route. Poleaxe is another option. Nothing's exciting me, they're just okay. I feel like they'll be more okay with a shield and a spear though, and they cover the flanks. Yeah, I don't hate it. 17, 22, we've still got another 13 armor to go. 13 weight, so we can get that up. Yeah, I'm definitely happy to take another ship guy. We currently don't have a spear. We'll use an axe in the short term. That should give us enough fatigue now, that initiative that we're always going to have. Enough on balance. Let's armor this guy up and we should be able to max it out nicely now, actually. So we've got 3 here. This will take you up to 6. That's 3 more. What are we aiming for? 17 plus 5 is 22, so we need to do another 13. 13 on a 2. Sorry, 23. That'll give us 20. That's too much. Let's just start layering up where we can. Tier 1 for 6. Same. It's the base layers game, so we can't do any better than that. 3. Nothing. 3. 4. Usually save those for archers, but let's see. 7. 26, we're getting closer. It's not great, we're up to 11. That'll do for now. If we do this, we overshoot it. That's the problem. Unless we do 23 plus the Gamerson is 8. That's 31. We could have 4 on there. Hang on, that might work. That might work. Actually dropped to 6 as well. 29. $34. I need a 1. I'm not going to get a 1, am I? It's either 34 or 36 if I do a Gamerson again. No, I can tweak this. I can tweak this. Was 29. Okay. Gamerson that should be it. 31 plus 4. Wait, we got there. Bang, 15. 41. Nice. Front line. Spear on the flank. And we meet it up the front line. That's good. Happy with that. Oh, that's the thing we've got to be really careful of. It doesn't automatically re-equip the nets. That's really irritating. So I need to make sure after every combat we do that. Something I might request in this in the Legends if there's any way to auto do that. You can do it with single-use javelins because they replenish, but I don't think you can do it in nets. Right, Super Banner is upgraded, so we were thinking about Bandage Mastery. I was also thinking about Vidagangers because we're going to get Holy Flame, but not yet. So that's later. What were we going to specialise into? I cannot remember for the life of me. Oh, I think I was thinking about randoming. We're currently in medium armour, but that's just because we've not got Lithe yet. Could take the speech now. Oh, we've got the healing. Oh, no, okay. Holy Flame all day long. Really like Holy Flame. Should probably take the speech, though, as the next one. Oh, shoot. I should have taken Nimble. Never mind. Nice. It gives us a nice little edge now against the undead. Oh, sorry, Grizz. I've just seen your "Will you stream today" message. I was literally setting up when you messaged me. I think I started setting up at 1:30 and you messaged it like 38 minutes past. Oh, Slave Uprising. Oh, we didn't do the other armor ups, which I know is not thrilling, but we need to do it. Right, see if we can get this guy to... I don't think we'll get him to 15 because of his initiative, but we can get him close. So we're on 24 plus 2. We need more head armor for starters, so let's fix that. It's better. 28, so we're now a 7 short. 5, 6, 8. We're not going to do better than that. 1. I think 29 is as good as it's going to get for a while. Oh, hang on, we could put a pot on him. $32, that's close. I don't think we're going to get perfect 15 anyway with that initiative. Nice. 58, sick. This guy's at 10. 24. Need more tier 1 helmets. No, Avast is good. So we should keep those as spare. And that and that. Thank you. Oh. Did not mean to do that. They can be... Oh, you can't break them down because they're 0. They can be sold off. So can that. Okay. Oh, we're itching for a witch hunter on the back line, I think. Just to demand more elegantly you expect their actions do not convey they were noble, but their speech and clothing would do. If it wasn't for the loot hanging over their shoulder. Welcome to Barakish, I'm Theodore. I'm looking for some tall tales of brave deeds for my poems and songs. I'm told you're travelling and dangerous type and may have some stories to share. If so, your deeds will fall on many... I've not had this event before. Is this a renown boost? I wish I had more money, I'd do all of it. gonna go to the small one, I guess. Yeah, small one. I've not had that before. That's so cool. Does anybody know what triggers that? I'm guessing it's just the desert from the image, but it could be anywhere. That's really neat. I did not know you could boost renown that way. $35, $20. Oh, damn it. Oh, she's literally got no money. Oh, we have to make do. We'll make more. We can sell that as well. Yeah, no, sorry, we're not letting the slaves go. We need to get paid. 21 indebted. This will be fun. Oh, what I wouldn't give for 3 good archers. Oh, they've got slingers. They're going to sit put, aren't they? Shit. We have to charge them and kill them. Probably best to make that first salvo as hard to hit as possible by hanging back and then move. Right, here we go. Dogs there just to buy us time. just got to survive this first clash, and then we should just massacre them. There was a risk when we could get surrounded on the dagger guy. Need to get dagger mastery on this guy straight away. Oh, got morale drop in there. Okay, dog's done his job. Awesome time. Let's punch through to those slingers. Man, there's a lot of them. Concerned about morale there. I can't have the banner everywhere at once. This is why I like to have 2 rally guys. We are missing one currently. Come on, don't fuck about, hit. That's more like it. Look at the little buggers flee. Hello to all the latecomers into chat. Hope you're all having a good evening. Even indebted are a threat when there's 23 of the buggers. Wavering, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. What's reassured? I keep seeing that. Oh, it's the peaceable. Nice. It's giving a nice little, small but effective buff to everybody. I don't think we're going to get attacked from him anymore. Never mind. Time to die, indebted. even with that special dagger, we're no good until we get dagger mastery. We need to get that triple hit up. Then they become a lot more fun to play with. Then we have berserk to the mix and they get really fun. Double miss. Ow. Ow, rude. He should hit me with a stick when I've got my breath back. Oh, I've got the fatigue to release the dog. Didn't think about that. I'm really going to be rubbish to help you here, Wabba, because I couldn't find it, and Abyss, lovely man that he is, sent me it. Now, assuming it's not been updated, I can just send you it on Discord. If you trust me, that is. Stupid fucking dog. Of course I don't mind, no. Yes, so you will always get the memory crash eventually. I'm led to believe it's something to do with the base level of Battle Brothers only needing a certain amount of virtual memory, or around one of the two, and that they didn't need to put a higher ceiling in because, you know, it's not a graphically heavy game. Then obviously they added in loads of extra textures for legends and layers and all that shit, and so they needed to raise the ceiling. So the executable change is just to raise that processing power ceiling. Otherwise, Steam / Battle Brothers caps it, and then the game basically can't run well enough. And then that's why you get the little green texture boxes that tend to pop up. But yes, since I've had the executable, it has completely fixed it. So we get more drops than that, even if it's just pitchforks. Right, that's that done. I know we're evil, we killed the slaves, but, you know, what are you going to do? We need to get paid. Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure Abyss sent it to me. I'll just make sure it's the same file. That's assuming it hasn't changed. You might want to just try searching the legends for battlebrothers.exe. It might come up. But if not, just try that one where I haven't had to update that, so therefore I assume it is just it is literally that memory change that I described, so that they don't need to change that with each patch, because I've never had to do it. It's fine. I'm going to steal all your Bitcoin, Weber. No crests is there. We're gonna get out of here. We need tools. Let's see what we can patch up before we go. 21. We've got 10. We'll do the 10 and then we'll move. Good enough. We got much hit point damage. Sweet. Away we go. Whoa. Hello, nomads. Oh, a leader. 1 archer, 4 slingers, and an outlaw. I mean, if we can get to them, we can kill them. There's a decent amount of range damage coming our way first, though. Do you know, I've never tried this formation, and I've seen Slurgy and Otto do it, so let's experiment. Something like that. 3 shields in the middle, and then they do like weird flanks. And I think it draws all of the shots to the banner, so the shield should take the bulk of the damage. That's the theory anyway. Let's see if it works. Right, Dagger Boy in training. Skipping the tier 1 knife play, because we don't want to throw knives at people. It's not really helpful. I think we do student and just rush this development, but saying that, we want Colossus. And then I want everything. I want at least 1 skill on every tier, so I don't think I can take student. Yeah. Colossus. Don't love -1 either. Juicy, what's up, dude? Just replace it, yes. Yeah, so, Wabber, I'm sure you've never ever done anything naughty with torrents in the past, but it's the same as a crack file. Not that I would know how to install crack files, but yeah, just replace it. Yeah, it's just an executable replace file, and then it gives it different permissions to access the memory, so it just raises the ceiling apparently, and that should fix it. I've never had a crash since. Yeah, that's it. We didn't grow up in the early 2000s at uni and know anything about something called LimeWire. Those were the days. God, LimeWire was terrible. The birth of the internet. This is terrible. They're all like okay things to take, and I can't. I'm paralysed. I think I really don't like 35. Let's try and get that up, because it was a bad roll everywhere. This Dagger Bro is going to be great, but not for a while. assess the actual armor of each guy. Okay, the front line's fine. Oh, did we do all the repairing? Or is it just weapons are a bit damaged then? Oh, okay, I can live with damaged weapons slightly. Oh. They are predominantly ranged. We'll wait till night time. I don't care if it's the morning. We're waiting. We're just accompanying you. Nothing to see here. Come on. Come on. Get rid of the night time. The daylight even. No, where you going? Where you going? Come back. Get him, get him, get him. Ooh, that looks like friendly's coming in. Not much, Juicy. We're doing well. We've got a really sick net dagger bro that we're building, and we've got an equally sick dagger grappler that we're building. Everybody else is doing well, and we've killed 7 raiders and a bunch of thugs in a big fight. First one we'd had with a lot of raiders. Came off with no injuries and got a ton of armors. So yeah, we're starting to get heavier gear. We're just starting to approach tier 7 on some of the characters. I'm going to try and charge this ranged formation and see if it works. Don't love that they're shooting downhill, if I'm honest. It's going to be a rough first round. Okay, the shield theory's working, apart from that one shot, which actually did shoot past the shield, so fair play, it does work. 3 shields in the middle, does work. I've seen Otto do it, and I don't understand the reasons behind it, but it definitely works. I think it's something to do with it being attractive to the banner. You just came by to say hi and you've got to go. Oh, no worries. Sorry, GC, I wasn't ignoring you, mate. Just mid-battle. Thank you for briefly dropping in, man. See you soon. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that guy can get that. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I just noticed he's got a boar spear. Oh. No, he doesn't. He has a fighting spear. Okay, that's going to be painful and accurate, but if we can steal it off him, that's going to be really good for our spear guys. The fuck? This town I'm in has 2 defend contracts, 1 raider, and 1 orc. They need to leave as soon as possible. Not sure about the Rocky comment, but fair enough. See if the dog can buy some time and get in position. So yeah, this is good. The dog's going to die, but it's going to allow us to try and isolate 1 or 2 of them. See if we can deal with 1 before the end. So that's an outlaw, that's a slinger. Slinger, we can't reach the leader at the moment. If we move there. This extra range on the net is insane. Oh, we've not quite got enough range though. 4 AP. Now we can't move anymore. Slinger, archer. I'm gonna hold the archer in place, I guess. It might make him waste time taking it off. Give it a go. Yeah, Wabba, so I noticed a flaw with this neck, bro, if you make one. So if you get to 1 AP, it does drop it off the quick bar, but it still lets you do it. It just vanishes off the quick bar, so you manually go in, and it's still 0 AP. So you have to override it like that. But it's just good to be aware of it. And you want the extra melee defense. In this case, I'm obviously quite far back, but I still want to have it at the extra defense on. So when you've got the net skill, or we can go in and take this guy on, but I'd rather him be netted first. He's tied up by the dog, so why don't we stand there and then he can't stab us? Does he have footwork? Don't tell me he has footwork. No, he doesn't, but he does have rotation. Oh, okay, he can just jump away from the dog, though. I didn't expect him to do that. Either way, we're going to smash him with the hammer, so that's fine. We'll net him in a minute when we advance. He's got a lot of melee defense. He's not even shield walling. How's he got that much melee? Oh, God. Okay. Let's wait a minute. We can maybe put a net on this guy as well. I'm going to use nets a lot this fight, I think. Grizz can either... Oh, we can get a high advantage. I don't hate that. There we go. Now I'm going to take these archers out. I didn't mean to put the peasant flail on him. I meant to put a regular flail on him. I don't know if I can use that in close range with that penalty. Probably not. Oh, 17% and we hit. You lucky son of a bitch. Oh, uphill and he still stabs us. That's not good. Yeah, not so clever now, eh, Mr. Archer? this guy's accurate. %, that's still missing. Come on now, enough's enough. There we go. Fuck your armor. And you really need to get steel out. This guy got nimble. No, he doesn't have nimble. Why is he doing so little damage? That's more like it. Need to upgrade this spear. I want this spear. If it doesn't drop, I should be very irritated. Yes! That's the height difference. Oh, there we go. Get in. I knew it was there, but still. Nice new shield as well. And we repair our nets. I'll repair some of them, and we reuse some of them, and we repair the other one. Nice. No famed gear, but that spear's as good as damned our current level. Oh, going from tier 1 to tier 4 is just delish. Joink. That's doing a lot more punch now for our heavy spear guy. Okay, we need to upgrade the hammer and the flail and everything else. Oh, and the axe and everything else I think is off the ground at least. I think Mace Brother might be next as well. I need to go and find a hostile camp next. So more of a bug than a problem per se. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, was that about the nets? Yeah, no, it was just to remember that you had to manually change it. And this is the other thing, Wabby, you have to manually put them back on every time because they get destroyed because of the original game, and you have to go in and manually put these nets on, which is very easy to forget about. So make sure you do that. Nice, we are net heavy. No. Just no. We are not fighting the ancient dead today, thank you very much. And certainly not in the desert. Mummies can do one. It's a good place to sell, though. Probably not going to use it. $18, 2015, 14, 32 on the durability. Durability is a lot better. We have to give it 4 fatigue. I think I can live with that. And then we upgrade this one. P days, and you stick with that one. Actually, you might benefit from the lighter one. Oh, no, it's the same. You just get more range defense, but less health. Maybe that's better actually for him. 35 right now. That's fine. Okay. Oh, we got an injury I didn't spot. And we also need plus initiative. Oh, for the rat catcher, I see. You're a creepy rat catcher, Wabalam. I don't think that healed. I think it did that weird glitch. Oh no, it did do it. Okay. Accurate. It's kissing rats, okay. Desert Raiders, tier 1, alright, escort caravan. I really, really need tools and they're too expensive. We need to get out of here. Don't know where the nearest citadel is. This is a really weird map. The citadels are all miles away. Or like clustered together, I think. There's one way up there. And then these are all next to each other. God damn it. Stop buying tools en masse. Don't really want to fight that many goblins. Oh, bugs. Against goblins with hard to retreat as well because they've got bloody poison. Or if they're waiting to back it up. Okay. I don't know, what do you mean by let's play? Because a VOD for me is just an entire Twitch stream. I thought that's what, literally, I thought that's what the definition of a VOD was. It was just your stream. Well, it looks like they've all done their turn, so let's just get the fuck out of here. Yeah, cutting up a VOD into episodes. Oh, I'm lazy. I just put the whole thing up. I save it as I play it. All I do is if I like die in the run and start a new run because I'm doing this RNG run, it's happened a lot. I'll just splice off the new run and do that as the start of the next episode. But that's all I do. I just split that. So if I do like a 4-hour VOD and the first 2 hours I die in one run, I'll split it into 2 hours. But that's all. That's as far as I go. But that's because I'm editing on YouTube, which is limiting, should we say. If you're doing it as episodes, I'm not an expert on YouTube, mate. My instinct would say you're better off thinking more about chapters maybe as a starting point. And then if you think about chapters of certain things happening, whether it's a big fight or not a cliffhanger, but those sorts, like almost like a book, and then I would end it at a good chapter, if that makes sense. So a big battle, or you get a significant brother, or you talk through a dagger bro like we did earlier, and then I would end it there. So I'd try and find a natural end point rather than restricting yourself to 1 hour, which is orchestrated and harder to achieve in my opinion, unless you're editing a video properly. But if you're just chopping it up a little bit, you sort of want to find a natural lull or a post-climactic event as a nice wrap-up. But I could be wrong. That's my instinct though. I think if you try and force yourself into a solid hour or whatever. The other thing I do when I'm cleaning my VODs up is I just take the breaks out, because I often have to go and see the kids, and rather than leaving all the Be Right Back screens on. So when you watch mine, you will get the Be Right Back screen, but it lasts about 2 seconds. Then it flashes up and goes, and then it just sort of... So I clean it up for the audience, but that's about all I do. But I am a novice, so I don't know maybe have a look at what other people have done. I'm thinking about doing some tutorial videos on certain things or some intros to Legends, but that'll be more scripted, I think. So I'll just do 30 minutes offline and I'll talk around a certain concept. But it's finding the time and effort to do these things, and I'm not the strongest on editing. But it's like any skill, I guess. You have to practice. One of the best tips I read online was don't spend forever trying to make it perfect. Get it to a point and then release it. You're not going to get it perfect on the first 10 videos you make, so don't even try. It was the sort of ethos. And it's best just to get like one out every week or one out every few days, depending on what your aim is. So your audience are getting consistent content. And then in essence, you're basically trying to make it like they're waiting for your next release. But again, I'm not really taking it that seriously. I'm just slapping my VODs on as a library for now, and I'm polishing them as and when I get the time. It's just time consuming. I did get DaVinci, but I've got to learn how to use some of the features a bit better. But for splicing and cutting out breaks and stuff, YouTube Studio is not too bad. It takes a while to update though once you're finished. Yeah, I think that's the right attitude, Wabba. I also think, from what I've read, there was a bit of a mass exodus a year or so ago, and a lot of the big Twitch guys sort of went over to YouTube live, and they were getting, I think they were getting more money and better deals, and I think findability on YouTube is supposedly better. But it's all second-hand information from what I've read. Like, some of the guys that got me started on the YouTube guides have like since buggered off. There's an Australian I quite like who basically got me going with Twitch, and he doesn't do Twitch anymore. Is it Stream Scheme or something? But his videos are immense. They're quite fast-paced, but he gives you all the information you need. I quite liked him. It was a shame that he's sort of given up on Twitch, though. He was quite vocal about it as well. I'm manually retreating because I just want to be careful here. It looks like they're not following, so we should be okay. We've got to play lightly with this one. Again, we can probably win this battle. These battles, I find, get decided in the first 3 turns. You either kill them quickly and start to break them, or you don't, and then their poison starts to work. But yeah, it's just a fight I don't want to risk on. Especially not until my armor's fixed. Need to start stockpiling tools now, and now we got the cash flows creeping up slowly. The warden's going down swinging. You nearly got a kill then. Please don't let the banner get killed here. Worried about an AP reducing arrow here. Should still be able to limp 6 AP though, so we should be alright. No, we're away, we're away. We're good, we're good. Nice. Okay, no harm. Let's get out of here. Jesus, he's got no armor. We need to get this armor fixed. Or I need to change my formation back as well. I'm only doing that with particularly large ranged focused armies. Right. Ooh, you can get female hedge knights, that's good to know. We can also get fishmongers. Okay, because we need a cleaver. What did I put on my little list? Helmmaster, a grappler disarmer, which we've done. A whip cleaver, we've yet to take. Tanks, I think we've worked on that accidentally, so that's good. And then an archer range. So we need a witch hunter or an archer. I've seen poachers, but I haven't seen many master archers or anything else. I haven't seen any helmmasters, but obviously you're only going to get those in the kennels areas. So we'll keep checking. I don't know if you get female helmmasters. There's not many backgrounds that jump off the page that you can't have, which I assume that there are some that you can't have as women, otherwise it would defeat the object of the Sisterhood. Or is it just that we have to take the hit point debuff and the fatigue plus? But yeah, there's a range guy there. Yeah, we need more money anyway, so let's... There's a watchtower here, we might be safe. Let's go over to the watchtower then. No, the militia are not here, damn it. Stay in highlands and mountains, but not by much. Oh, we're gonna run out of cash. Fuck. Hedge knights. I've just seen a hedge knight. Yeah, so there's definitely female hedge knights. I haven't seen a swordmaster yet, but I also haven't been looking because I can't afford them. Oh, I want this fight. I just need to go and repair. Right, just in case we do get caught out though, let's swap this armor. This is why I carry spares. So at least we get a full game of some there. We can repair that with, replace that with that, replace that with that. This is why we do it, Winnie. Good man. There. So at least we've got 155, not 0. But that one's good, that one's good, that one's good, that one's good. That one's a little bit lower on the helmet, but I can live with it. That's not great, but you're on the back line. That's okay. Okay, that's not quite as dire as I thought. This is why we carry spares. It's finally worked. Thugs, poachers, raiders. It's a good fight, this. Come on, have it. No, I think I did see a manhunter Rambo. I definitely did, actually, because I trialed them, then read their skills, and then was like, meh. I wasn't sort of enamoured by it, so I didn't hire them. So there definitely is a manhunter. 100% female hedge. I just saw one 2 seconds ago. Yeah, it was the one with the full battle helmet. That was a hedge knight, yeah. Historian I've not seen yet. Again, haven't really been looking because it's not something I try and hire early on, so I tend to just disregard. I should probably flare and flee up the 200, but never mind. I like how reckless you could be once you've got the net repairer. It's quite nice. You can use them not frivolously, but like without. I always use them with caution before because I had to pay for them. If that makes sense. Maybe I should Fury against the dogs actually. Yeah, I should have Fury, shouldn't I? Because then when the dogs attack, we riposte some of the time. Never mind. Everyone's morale is good. Don't need to heal, or we do need to heal one of them. One of them wasn't finished healing. Where is she? That one. Heal. Nice, free to a spear. Oh, we could spear wall now. Nice, so that would just step in, I think. Oh, it's just time, fuck it. It's only a dog. Triple miss. Ugh. Disgusting. Everybody's still alive, Grizz. Haven't had a single death. Why'd you make me say stuff like that? You're trying to jinx me. Touch wood. A female eunuch. Like an FGM. That's awful. Let's not go down that road. Does anybody use eunuchs? I've never hired a eunuch before. I think in I think I'm right in saying in Legends they don't get affected by hexens, right? Because they don't have any bits. Now the stream is a bit busier. I was trying to look earlier. I had a theory about maybe we should take favoured enemy of witches, hexens, because I believe female characters are immune to what's it called? Charm. So basically, if you fight a hex and you're immune to charm, the only really irritation is not killing her when you're cursed, which is pretty easy. So I figured that would be a good specialty. But then, can somebody tell me? Do you know if it's hard coded to any character? Does anybody get the hexen? My theory was the witch hunter, and I've seen a witch hunter. At the beginning, we didn't hire it, but if we can get a witch hunter, I'm guessing because they're witch hunters, they can favour the enemies of the witches. I'm wondering if that's a bit cheesy though, because if like we've got an entire team of women, we can't be turned. If anyone could let me know, unless they've deactivated it so you can't cheese it. I'm allergic to two-handers. They're only fun when you've got them. I definitely want bags and belts. I quite like throwing 4 or 5 nets, especially with 5 range. It shows you probably on character if she is immune to something like that on Avatar. No, I thought all women were immune to hexens, but I could be wrong. It's a cut carrot, yeah. It does make me laugh as well, yeah. It's mean, isn't it? Right, let's do a bit of fury. It's time to get mad, boys. Kill them. Need this one to get more accurate, I think. You can stop it with the bloody scythe. Thank you. He didn't even hit the head, he just clonked him with the axe full in the chest. Clonked is an adjective, don't give me any shit. Verb even. I clonk, you clonk, we clonk, they clonk. It's fine. Show your faces. If we kill them, we can advance and then freeze up this one. Oh, I really want to hit this guy. Oh, that fighting spear is epic. To go from a tier 1 to a tier, what is it? Tier boar spear. Yeah, it's tier 1 to tier 3. That was a nice jump. I need to get a tier 2 or 3 flail, though this one is out of date. Oh, 4 hit points, it's just embarrassingly close. Right, everyone's healed. Everybody healed. Yes. 16% is not going to do it very often. Oh, damn it. Oh, maybe I was misinformed, Andrews. I did think it was a bit useful. I thought it was also a bit literal, that, like, you know, because she can only turn into a woman, so she can't attract the women. I was like, there can be lesbian witches. Like, this seems a silly rule. Or she can, like, turn into a man instead. You know, it's like, it's not beyond reason. Yeah, it's 2025, exactly, Rambo. Like, well, it's not beyond reason that she can shapeshift into a sexy man instead of a sexy woman. They should have just added warlocks if that was the case. Like, it doesn't have to be witches. Oh good, the dog's fleeing, the banner's safe. I would have liked to have daggered some of these down, but there's a lot of two-handers, so I think it's best to be safe. Oh my god. I need to keep this for defense. I should have backed away actually, could have done a round swing. Lady Juicy needs some accuracy. She got thrust. What is going on? No. Oh my god, when we get Thrustmaster and muscularity, she's going to be a killing machine with a spear of all weapons. Oh, this is a problem. Go against this guy and smash his head, but I also want to cover this flank. Damn it. We got left. There's no safe I can put this. At least he's got some melee defense, you've got less. Stun that. Oh, nice. Well done, Warden. That was the perfect move. Okay, we got stunned again. We really do need Steel Brow. Enough's enough. Ow. My lovely armour. I've got any tools left, you bastard. Stop destroying my armour. This guy's got a bit more accuracy. Right. Oh, we don't even have access to it. It's not like I didn't choose to take it. Dang, that's a reason to take heavy armor with adaptive just to get Steel Brow and medium brothers. We could lose a brother here. Their sister here even. This is definitely getting it a little bit close for my liking. Need to stop the stuns. Because I tend to use shields on tanks and or lower defense guys, so then when the spear wall fails, they can still hold just with the shield. So I like the combination. Yeah, it's designed to crowd control and stop Flankers overwhelming us. Oh, don't miss. Although in this case it was a bit of a multi-roll because we started off with a character, so it was a making the best of a beginner character. You've got to remember, Grizz, when you're starting off with a group of 6, you're not going to have everybody's going to be perfect. We've only got up to 12 bros, we haven't replaced anyone yet. And we're still only on just past day 50. You can't have every brother perfect from the straight off, that's just not how it works. So these are evolved brothers that started off doing one thing and sort of segued into another. We've got some hit point damage here. We're going to be touching for this, aren't we? Within one tile, yep. Let's get down there. This is a threat. Pitching these. He's fine. He's fine as well. This is gonna die, and he's fine a ghost, so he gives a shit. Whoa, the ghost got almost 200 health now. Nice. Yeah, I need to get to these, so I think we're gonna move quicker. Don't miss. Good. Force another turn. Oh god, more 2-unders. Oh, we just need flail guys to come and smash these 3 up. He's tied up fighting this guy. 68, 66. I'll just go for the easiest hit, I guess. Oh, that famed dagger can hit like a tree when it wants to. And thank god their range has been quite ineffective. Right, heal. There we go, finally connects. Let's clear the way for the flow. Yeah, cheers, Rambo. Appreciate you, man. We're not far off finishing, so you're not going to miss much, dude. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Have a good night. I'm going to back this guy up. Oh, that stun is absolutely wrecking us. I need steel brow. Never mind. Right, we can try and dagger this guy down. That looks chunky. 125, it's not that chunky. Oh, I shouldn't have moved. Feck. I was sloppy. Stop there. Okay, it's fine. There we go. Right, decent amount of gear, I think, from our daggering. Yeah, nice. It's not just for use, it's also going to be to boost our sales and get some cash flow, which we desperately need. Nice bit of gear. Nothing too fancy, I don't think, but we'll take what we can get at the moment. Chain helmet's nice. A few extra tabards I spotted there. Okay. Resolve tabard. Who needs resolve? There's a 30 somewhere. There he is. Get him to 40. Nice. Generally got quite high resolve as my teams go. Right. Good bit of spares. 10 melee. Extra weight here. 6, 5. 10. Still 10, but a bit more weight. $25 on. So the helmets we're missing. Oh, hang on. We could actually buff that a little bit. That's heavier. 21 plus 7 is 28, and now we're getting 12. Nice. Yeah, these two-handed medium guys are just not going to last without steel brow. That is a weakness I had not identified. Power Forge is just better for staying power, I think. Oh, you're back, man. That was quick. What is the best Crusader start for just for two-hander for raw damage, either single target or AoE? Oh, you don't use two-handed enough. Okay, so there's a lot of debate on this. I like sword for AoE because you can go forwards 2 and in a circle of 3. Hammer is best for destroying armor, but is less useful early game. But again, it does a 3 circle or a 1 hit blow. The longsword does riposte, as Rambo said, and it does 4 AP to attack, so you can attack twice or do 1 two-handed blow overhead, which will do more damage for 6 AP. The axe is sort of a balance between the hammer and the sword because it does penetration and armor stripping and damage. So I'd say the axe is probably the most versatile, but I don't like round swing because you don't do it very often safely. And then maces are good for stunning and probably the best, I think, for one-on-ones if you want to like deal with one foe. Either the hammer or the mace, I would say, is best. But for me, early game enemies, sword, riposte, yeah, what Rambo's saying makes sense. I'm also not a huge flail fan, mostly because of the round swing, and you just don't use it as much. Again, going back to axes, you've also got the bardiche, which does the double head and body blow, or it does 2 attack forwards tiles, which can be useful. It's my favourite axe. So it depends what you're looking for. Sword, I think, hands down, early and medium is best. And with some of the other perks you can get in Legends, it even holds up late game. Sword's my personal favourite if you had to make me pick one two-handed weapon. If it was late game, then you're probably going to lean towards hammers, just because they fuck up armour. Yeah, a lot of people do Rambo, I agree. A lot of people say the sword sort of drops off, but having discussed it a lot on stream with a lot of other streamers and players, in Legends it's less so. In Vanilla, hands down, people don't use the swords as much in late game because they just don't stand up when you're hitting really guys with heavy armor. But in Legends you can buff them with other skills, so it's less true. You know, you've got things like Smackdown and what's the other one, Bonebreaker and some other things. You can definitely up the damage on them, and muscularity and some other things. So the sword can still hold up, but it's still not going to do as much late game. I would argue on the Crusader you might even want to consider doing a double weapon specialty with quick hands if he has it, because he is going to be your absolute main fighter. So it might be that you use range like a pole, like a sword lance type weapon, especially if you get a famed one. Or you might just switch between, I would say a nice combination would be hammer and cleaver. So you can switch between the hammer and cleaver. So you can use the hammer. Once the armor's gone, you pull the cleaver out and bleed the buggers. But that's quite a niche approach, but I think it's got some merit to it. Yeah, the tier 1 perk does make it a very solid choice, yeah. Oh, he only has sword, hammer and axe mastery. Oh, well, there you go then. So you could do hammer and axe or hammer and sword if you were going to do a 2 combo. Hammer to strip the armor and then axe or sword to kill them. Probably would go hammer sword if it was me. I think it has the sword tier 1 perk. Yeah, so just check weapon. When he says the tier 1 perk, they mean the special one. Like the equivalent of this. But the sword version. I think he has the tier 1 sword version, which is called Schwark Kampfer if he has it. No, the Crusader doesn't get it. Okay, so then that's good because that gives you more options. Because if you have the two-handed sword, it's really stupid not to take it. Does he have adaptive? Because if he has adaptive, you can get the tier 1 sword added. Or axe or whatever, as long as you get the right weapon. Yes, yeah, their sword is a lot more reliable. Early game, the sword just kicks ass on all fronts. There's no better early game. No adaptive. Okay, cool. So the wood is your oyster. Choose. Yeah, early game, especially if you're not used to using two-handers and you're less likely to go late game because you're still sort of getting back into Legends, I'd say the sword is definitely a good choice to learn. If you get to late game, you can worry about it later. And considering you get more perks every few levels, even into the late game, you can always then re-specialise him if you think it's that negative, but I don't think it will be. And all the skills you're going to pick for a two-handed sword and perks are not going to be negative on the axe or the hammer. So really it's just one perk, which is the sword mastery. So you can always change that later. Yeah, it doesn't matter though. It's only one extra perk either way. What weapon are you using currently on him? And you should use two-handers more, by the way. They're vicious. But the AoEs particularly can be useful on when you're fighting 20 or 30 opponents. They're really good. And you can also get mass rallies because you can kill 2 or 3 in one go and make them all take several resolve checks. You're using the base longsword. Yeah, I like that. I would upgrade it to any of the other swords. So I forget all the names. Great sword. There's the Zweihander, the great sword, and there's another one, and they're probably all better because they all have a proper area of effect. Whereas you're using the one that only does riposte and individual fighting. If you get quick hands, you could also have 2 types of greatswords, but that would be a bit over the top. But it give you the different area of effects and the 4 AP attacks. But I'd probably just stick to the higher damage ones. Yeah, if you're dodging a lot, every time you dodge, if you riposte, you would have struck them back. So when you're outnumbered, it's powerful because if you get 3 guys fighting you and they all get 2 attacks because it's 4 AP attack, right? So if they're all one-handers, they attack you 6 times. This also applies to wolves and spiders and everything else. Every time they attack you, they miss, you strike them back. So instead of you swinging your sword twice, you riposte once or swing your sword and riposte once. And then every time, let's say you dodge all 6, you now get 6 attacks back instead of just 2, which is the maximum you could do. So it gives you more damage output when you dodge. That's why he's asking about melee defense. So 100% what Rambo's saying, I completely agree with. And it's just remembering to riposte. And remember that timing is important because it does use quite a lot of fatigue. But it's fatigue free for the strikes back. So you're getting a lot of hits for your fatigue. It's particularly good against wolves and hyenas and spiders that are going to hit you 3 or 4 times in a turn. Or a puppeted zombie as well. Just riposte and it'll just hack him to pieces. It's totally your choice. There is a strong argument for both. I personally like Battleforged, but that you could definitely build a medium or with more fatigue and more swings and berserk use, or you could build a more of a Battleforged safe one. The thing you've got to think about as well is if he goes down, he runs over, and because you're naturally putting him on the front line, you are taking more dice rolls. Right, where were we? Sorry for the digression there, guys. Oh, re-equip my nets. Got to do that every time. That's really annoying. There's no quick way of equipping them either. Those nets are really saving my bacon as well. Need to go and find some Weber necks to make some fancy ones, or get some in the black market. Right, dagger guy in training needs dodge desperately. I think we have no argument to take anything other than dodge. Take dodge. Done. It's an easy level up. Get off the floor. All right. Tools is the bane of this run. Oh, 41% sell prices. I have to get there. I also have to avoid this bloody goblin fight. Oh, sick game. Oh, it's like the golden city for selling. Fuck off, goblins. Not in the mood. It's insane prices. I've been carrying this bow forever. I think I'm gonna have to let it go. I'll just buy another one when we need it. I'd love to have time to repair all this stuff and then sell it at full price, but we'll sell the better ones, and if we need to use the weapons, we'll repair the rubbish ones. So reverse logic on it. £2,000 selling absolute junk. What a boon. Oh, we needed that influx of cash. Happy days. What is happened to this town? They're giving 40% sell rates. Just an ambush trader? That's insane. Actually, don't know what we need right now. Either backline and melee characters or range characters, I think. Yeah, because he's gonna step forward. We're gonna have too many frontliners. Unless we keep the daggers on the flanks. Yeah, immovable gives melee defense, but nowhere near as much as medium. But I still prefer Battleforged. Yeah, what Rambo said about pacing is definitely a good tip. Unless you're trying to break morale, sometimes you go for the kill just to break morale. Because if he dies near his friends, the morale break only works, I think, within 4 tiles. So you want to kill people that are near other people to make you get mass rally breaks. He gets 4 lots of stars, but it's not always in the same place, Wabber. So on mine, I've had it different on different runs. He doesn't always get the same categories. I've had him have range defense before, which is annoying. I think some of them are set, but if you redo the seed 2 or 3 times, you'll see. Yeah, it's fatigue, mobility, and extra damage versus can tank more, but doesn't swing as much. I'd argue medium. I think medium's a good shout. Right. But it just depends on the stars. I haven't seen the stars, so just Rambo knows what he's doing there. I'll check the Discord post all later. I think we'll take this and we'll try and get out of here. Oh yeah, I think we're fine in this tundra. We're gonna go into a camp, weren't we? Or was it? I was over there. Oh, I've got no medicine. That's not good. Right. I think we're going to call it there, guys. As much as I'm enjoying it, I want to be awake enough to do stream for you guys again tomorrow. Because I'm not starting my new role now. Because it's been a contract cock-up on their part. Which is good. Because it means I get to charge them more for the re-signatures. Ha ha ha. Yeah, so I'm going to either be starting my new role on Thursday, Friday or Monday now, depending on how quickly they get their asses into gear. We have made day 55, so we are attempt 1 of 1. We will not be doing a 2 and 3 because we're past day 50. This entire run has felt much more productive though. It's got me out of my rut, so that's good. Let's see who's online. If anyone's got anyone on you would like me to raid or that you know, do let me know. I'm always happy for input on raid people. Tomorrow we'll be doing some more Battle Brothers. Oh, good boy George on. We will drop in on him. Oh, testing. What's he testing? Oh, he's just testing the challenge from the look of it. 11th attempt at the 333 challenge. Let's see if there's anyone else on the show. I have raided George quite a few times this month. Yeah, 4 times. Let's maybe... Let's see what else is on. Oh, we owe Genesis a raid, so we'll drop in on him because he's done some very, very generous raids recently. He's also playing some Project Zomboid, and he's a really cool guy. He also does do Battle Brothers, but he's into Zomboid at the minute. sorry to interrupt your guys' chat. Please do feel free to carry it on in the Discord. Wabbit has also got a Discord if you want to chat on there as well, but you are very, very welcome, if not encouraged, to use mine. But I do apologise to cut your guys' conversation on it. Otherwise, thanks very much for joining me tonight. It's been a really busy stream. We didn't get a raid and we were sat on like 12 to 14 viewers, so really appreciate you guys. I think everybody is, but if you're not already following, please hit that follow button. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have good evenings or days, depending on what time it is. Good night. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. And I will see you on the next one. Ciao for now.